you've been around baseball a long time and sports for all of us. Like, big dogs make things happen. And if Vladdy's out of his mind hot right now, a lot of these things probably aren't talked about. What's up with him?
Well, that's exactly it. I mean, Vladdy, it starts with him. I mean, Bo has had an amazingly consistent season. He hasn't had any dips whatsoever. And, you look at, the two guys that are really supposed to add, that type of support. It's Vladdy and Chapman. And, Matt Chapman has just been horrific for about 6 weeks now after that hot start. And, when you look at Vlad, he looks extremely uncomfortable. And, I reported last month he had an MRI quietly on that, left wrist injury. I think he's, kind of grinding through some things a little bit more than, anybody's going to let on. And obviously not bad enough to take him out of the lineup. And he's not a guy that's definitely going to ask out. But, when you look at some of his at-bats and specifically the lack of power and, he hasn't been pulling balls. He hasn't been getting balls in the air. And that's been a theme with him. But this is just really extreme. And this looks like, to me, more of a guy that's lost at the plate and, a guy that's battling some physical things as well. Because it's not just a slump. And, you wonder if this is going to be, something that nags at him all season long, or if he can kind of get over this over the next few weeks and, has a hot second half. And, you talk about glass half full and half empty. That's where you got to feel good about this team. If you are a glass half full fan, you look at George Springer, you look at Vladdy, you look at Chapman, you look at a few other guys in this lineup, Alejandro Kirk, who's on the IL now. There's a lot of, catching up to do in terms of stats in the second half. And, if you're glass half full, you say there's a lot of guys due to get hot and this team could go on a run in the second half. And you look at the last 2 years, they've been a second half team. It's been July, August, September for this team the last 2 years. And, it looks kind of similar to where they're sitting right now and how they're playing as well.